I don't know what the contemporary reaction to how Mary is treated in Pride and Prejudice was, but for me, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm guessing the same is true for most modern readers. Three of the Bennet sisters are married by the end of the book, and it's implied Kitty probably won't have a whole lot of trouble getting married. But all Jane Austen says about Mary is she stays at home and keeps her mom company. I don't think Austen meant for Mary to be a sympathetic character. She's kind of like the female Mr. Collins. She's supposed to seem vapid and pretentious. But when I got done reading the book, I hoped she got married too. Luckily, we now have The Other Bennet Sister by Janice Hadlow, which was first published in 2020. A TV adaptation by the BBC came out in the UK earlier this year, and I thought it would be a fun challenge to read and review the book before the show's American release. I'm glad to say The Other Bennet Sister mostly does what I wanted it to. The first third covers Mary's life before and during the events of Pride and Prejudice, and the rest of the book is about what she does after. At the start of the book, she realizes she is going to be treated differently from her sisters because she's not as good looking, and her marriage prospects are going to be more limited. But she does the best she can in her situation. She reads a lot, primarily history and philosophy. Also, with the help of her aunt, Mrs. Gardiner, she gets better at socializing, and through her self-improvement, she attracts some suitors in London. But really, the book is about how she learns to be satisfied with herself regardless of romance and marriage. The book is paced well overall. Hadlow knows when to introduce new characters and change settings to keep the reader interested. And I liked how the book shows how people lived in Britain at the time, how they shopped, what they did for fun, and where they went on vacation. Part of the book takes place in the Lake District in northwest England. The setting really matches the emotions that are evoked in that section. And I thought Hadlow's prose style was effective. She uses the vocabulary and sentence structure of books written when The Other Bennet Sister takes place, but she doesn't overdo it. As someone who's been trying to get back into reading, I'll admit this is only the third book I've completed this year, I thought it was fairly easy to read. I will say, though, that the book sort of drags in the second half, and there's a conflict that comes up towards the end that I thought could have been handled a little better. It's a mystery to Mary why this one other character acts the way they do, but it's very obvious to the reader. And this isn't a criticism, but just something to keep in mind. The first half of the book is kind of sad. This is to be expected, considering the main character is lonely and neglected, and it's not a bad thing. One of the book's strongest scenes is one where Mary and Mr. Collins have a very honest conversation with each other. It's quite somber. But yeah, if you're hoping for the tone of Pride and Prejudice, which has serious moments, but is mostly comedic, you might be a little disconcerted. So, I do recommend The Other Bennet Sister. If you liked Pride and Prejudice, you'll probably like it. And I think I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. By the way, I thought it would be fun to show reading progress charts for the books I review going forward. And knowing I'm going to show my reading progress to viewers might spur me to read a bit faster. Here's the chart for The Other Bennet Sister. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a nice day.